Soviet Combat Sloth here, and I've recently purchased a Nintendo Switch Lite, and I was looking for some games that I typically wouldn't play. I wanted to kind of find something that maybe was a little horror related or mature rated. I didn't want no like Super Mario games or Rabbids, like Rayman Raven Rabbids or whatever I don't even, that's a tongue twister. But yeah, so I ended up stumbling upon this series of games, Akibas Akibas Trip or Akiba Strip, 10th anniversary edition. This is Hellbound and Debriefed, but I guess this is the first game in the series. But these looked interesting. I guess they're set in a Japanese town called Akibra. Yeah, I guess it's about kind of like vampires, and to defeat the vampires, you have to attack them. And when you're attacking them, you'll knock off items of clothing, and which exposes them to more sunlight, I guess, and that defeats them. I don't know. But yeah, these were compared to, like, it seems like a lot of Switch games hold their value quite well, but I thought these for collector's editions were reasonably priced. I ended up getting these for like, I don't know, 40 bucks each, somewhere right around that mark. Yeah, this is the first game in the series, and I figure I'll do an unboxing because there are actually extras inside the box. Figure I would just do that for the channel. I typically don't play games like this. I've played and owned stuff like Stubbs a Zombie. That's more horror comedy. Or like Lollipop Chainsaw. I'm not really sure. I don't think this is really horror, but yeah. Yeah. Kind of cool. Big box Switch game, I guess you'd call it. I do like the box. What do we get? We get an art book. It's pretty cool. It's actually quite a hefty art book. There's the back. I don't really get down with anime. My sister enjoys anime. But, you know, I play a lot of first-person shooters and DayZ and stuff like that, so I kind of just want to, I don't know, I kind of just want to try some different stuff lately. Yeah, that's a cool art book, though. Pretty substantial. Then what else do we get in the box? Well, we do get a sealed, because the whole thing was sealed. You'd get a copy of the game in its original case. There's some stills on the back. Vampires have infiltrated the streets of Akihabara, and stripping them of their protection from the sun is the only way to defeat them. Tear into the original entry of a cult classic series resurrected with all new graphics, blah blah blah. Yeah, I guess it's a like their depiction of the town was like correct for the time back then. I guess there was like signs and different things that were depicted in the game that were actually there at that time. Like, I don't know, I've watched I haven't tried to spoil it too much for myself, but I did watch a little bit about it. Expose your enemies. Yeah. Then you get a soundtrack. kind of cool. I think I'll just leave that sealed. It's kind of cool to have though. Original soundtrack. There's a shot of the back there. Just a spacer. But yeah, everything fits nice and well in the box. So you get the game, soundtrack, and a book. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. There's some shots of the sides and the back again. I think you actually get quite a bit more in the sequel. I was kind of stressed out, and I had already purchased this, which is the second one. Then I thought I was buying another copy. Well, I thought I was buying a copy of the first one, but I accidentally bought 2 of that. But yeah, I could return one to Best Buy, but I think I'll just keep this one sealed, and maybe it'll go up in value one day. This one's got a little bit of crease. This one's actually the one from Best Buy. That one was from eBay. But this one's a little creased up and stuff, so I think I'll just open this one. There's the front. This, the sequel. This is the Day 1 edition. Undead and Undressed. Yeah, the other one's Hellbound and Debriefed. That's kind of funny. Director's Cut. There's some of the back. Guess it includes the DLC on there. But we shall get into it. Yeah, I played Lollipop Chainsaw. I've never actually beat that. And I should play that and beat it. But I seen these games and I felt like, I was like, you know, they seem like they're kind of in that same vein, like slightly raunchy, mature rated, not zombies this time, but vampires. I think that Lollipop Chainsaw is actually quite a bit more violent and gory than what this is probably going to be. But there's the copy of the game, sealed, of course. Interesting covers. Hopefully I like these. Like I said, I've never really been an anime guy, so I have watched Attack on Titan, and I thought that was alright. But I never really watched any of the popular stuff, like, I guess, like Dragon Ball Z or One Piece, or what's the one? Is it Inuyasha? Or I don't know. But these are like art cards that you get. Yeah. Sometimes it is refreshing though to get out of your comfort zone or try just new things. Like, you never know, like I might play these and they might become like some of my favorite games. The artwork's cool. I guess, is that Pokemon considered anime? Because I do like Pokemon, if you couldn't tell from the channel. Mommy Milkers. Wow. No, I'm joking. But, huh. It's quite colorful. These are like cardstock game pieces. Oh wow. So from what I could gather too on these art cards is there's a you assemble all these, lay them out, and it creates a board game. But you set all those out, and that becomes your playing board, the playing field, and then you punch these out or cut them out. Yeah, cut them out and fold them up origami style. And those are your three, guess it's a 3-player game. I seen on the back it showed I guess I was gonna say dice, but I guess it'd be a die because it's singular. But I was wondering how they were gonna do that, but it's just another cardstock piece. And yeah. So yeah, you get the board, your pieces to actually play it. And you also get a soundtrack included with this the sequel as well. Doesn't have a list on the back. I think I will keep that sealed. I just don't think I'd feel the need to listen to the soundtrack after having played the game. So I'll just keep that sealed. And because I'm a collector, I don't think that I will punch these out and actually play the board game or anything. But that is cool to have as well. Yeah. I'll actually slide those art cards back in that sleeve afterwards. But yeah. I was wondering how they were going to do that. I was like, I don't think there's a die in the box. But yeah, I was like, maybe it's going to be like the characters cardboard. But these are some of the first cartridge games that I have purchased on the Nintendo Switch. They're very far away from what I typically play. Like if you played this series, I guess it originated on the PSP. And this is like a remake, or well, maybe not a remake, but it's like a port to the Switch. And yeah, if you've played these, let me know what you think about them, or like what your thoughts are. I'm also curious as to what other weird or horror type games might be on the Switch. Like I don't think these are horror, but like what other kind of odd games are on the Switch that you found interesting or fun? Let me know. And yeah, I'm not really trying to get into the Super Mario thing, so but anyways, that's the Akibas Trip, Hellbound and Debriefed, and the Undead and Undressed, I guess you'd call them collector sets, unboxed. This is Soviet Combat Sloth. Out! I'm back. So I opened these because I do want to start playing. And upon opening the game cases, I was pleasantly surprised by a let me get it out of there. I don't really want to bend it up. But yeah, it's like a manual, full color manual, which is kind of like when it comes to like Xbox One games, like it's kind of a rarity nowadays. So yeah, it's like there's a little map in there. There's some information, but yeah, a manual, substantial too. Like it's actually kind of like a thick, nice, like good cardstock paper. Like I was pleasantly surprised to spot that. So I wasn't gonna open the second one until I beat the first one, but when I seen the little manual in the first one, I was like, man, I gotta take a look and see. if that was like an anomaly. Like, I don't have any experience with Switch games, but yeah, I opened up this one and there is in fact a book in there. It's not quite as thick as the other one, but and I don't think it's a manual because it says comic book. And I guess it's like, I was like, well, it's kind of weird for it to be like, but I guess it's, if it's anything like the like other Japanese things, you read it from right to left, I guess, or whatever. Not like we typically read books over here, but it's kind of cool to see. But yeah, I thought that was worth it is in fact an unboxing video, and now they have been completely unboxed, and yeah, Soviet Combat Slot out again.